Hello there, welcome back to my channel for another statue unboxing and review. If you have been following my videos, you've probably noticed that I've switched things up a bit for this video, as I will be doing the review in English. No disrespect to my Chinese speaking homies, I just want to see if I'm able to reach out to more people that share the same interest. So today we're going to take a look at Darth Maul Mythos statue by Sideshow. As always, I like to go over a little bit about the background and history of the character before the unboxing. For the character background, there are obviously going to be spoilers, so please skip this part if you haven't watched the videos or animation. You can refer to the timestamps that I shared in the comment section. Now let's get started. So the character Darth Maul has always been an iconic villain in the Star Wars universe. Not only is he a badass, cool-looking Sith Lord, but also he introduced fans to a new style of lightsaber fighting that was so awesome, it redefined how the franchise approached lightsaber duels. Unlike most Sith Lords we've seen on screen, Darth Maul is the only person who was trained in the ways of the Sith from childhood. Maul was trained on Mustafar by his master, Darth Sidious. By the time he was 17, Maul was a living weapon fueled by nothing but anger and hatred, ready to take on the galaxy. Maul's first appearance on screen was in the movie The Phantom Menace. This is also the first episode of Star Wars in the prequel trilogy. In the movie, Maul was dispatched by his master Sidious to eliminate Jedi Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. At the final showdown, Maul kills Qui-Gon, but in retaliation, Obi-Wan gets the upper hand on Maul, slicing him in half and watching him fall into the seamless bottomless pit of the shaft. For years, the image of Darth Maul's cut-in-half body plummeting down that shaft was the last anyone saw of him, until Lucasfilm Animation found a way to bring him back.
I was apprenticed to the most powerful being in the galaxy once. I was destined to become so much more.
Channeling his hatred for Kenobi, Maul was able to use the Force to escape the reactor shaft, eventually winding up on the junkyard planet Lothal Minor. For years, Maul lived in the dumps of Lothal Minor, turning all the more wild until one day his brother, Savage Opress, came to find him. Savage Opress brought his brother home to Dathomir, where Mother Talzin used Night Sister magic to heal Maul's body and mind. Together, Maul and Savage became a new master and apprentice, and they set their sights on destroying the Jedi, especially Obi-Wan Kenobi. To lure out Kenobi, they began wreaking havoc across the galaxy. Maul eventually forms an allegiance with Mandalorian Pre Vizsla, who was the leader of Death Watch. The series of events led him to confronting Obi-Wan Kenobi, but also drew the attention of Palpatine.
It's a presence I haven't felt since Master.
Palpatine eventually fought with the duel and killed Savage. Maul manages to escape with just enough forces and return to Mandalore. There, he resumed control of the planet, but only for a short while. In the final days of the Clone Wars, Maul is ousted by Republic forces led by Ahsoka Tano and Captain Rex. Ahsoka and Maul dueled briefly during the battle, before Maul escapes into the exile once again. Maul was last seen in Star Wars Rebels, where he confronts Obi-Wan and the two duel. In the end, Kenobi lightsabers Maul across the chest, defeating him once again. Before he dies, Maul wonders why Kenobi has hidden on such a remote barren planet, asking him if the young farm boy he's watching over is the true chosen one. Kenobi responds, he is, and Maul dies, uttering with his last breath, he will avenge us.
Tell me, is it the chosen one?
He is.
He will avenge us.
To me, Maul has always been an interesting character, and he is definitely one of my favorite Star Wars characters. if not my favorite, when I was a little boy when the movie first came out. Now, I know that I didn't get to a lot of the details about the history and events of Mauls because I don't want this video to be overly long, so in terms of the background, I am going to stop here, and we're going to quickly move on to the unboxing and review. So we're going to first look at the art box of the statue. As you can see, this thing is huge. Here, I want to quickly point out that this is my first Mythos statue, so in terms of size comparison, I don't have other Mythos statue boxes to compare it with, but if you compare it to other Sideshow statue boxes, this thing is quite big. Moving on to the details of the box, you can see the Darth Maul close-up shot on the cover here. I'd say this is pretty standard, as it is similar to most of the Star Wars boxes that I have. On the back here, you have a more distant shot of the statue. I personally like the way these boxes are designed. They're neat, they're simple, and very minimalist. Moving on to what's inside of the box. Here you can see all of the components that make up the statue. Top left, we have the swappable heads. As we move down, we have the skirts, which are in 3 separate pieces, the body piece, and then the base. On the right, we have the detachable hand that holds the lightsaber. Now, let's quickly assemble this bad boy. So we're going to take the base out first. Here I'm going to quickly show you what the bottom of the base looks like. So you can see the name of the statue, the comic portrait of Darth Maul, and according to what's written here, it shows that the statue is limited to 4,500 pieces. The number that I got is 1613. Next, we're going to move on to the body of Darth Maul. So the body component is one solid piece. Details on the body are amazing, but I'll give you the close-ups later. So the key is at the bottom of the right foot, and you can carefully insert it into the hole on the base. Next, we're going to put the skirts on. As mentioned earlier, the skirt is separated into 3. Here I'm going to start from the biggest piece that attaches to the back of the body. So as you can see, it fits in rather easily. Know that apart from the leg key, all other parts are magnetic, so it really makes the assembly easier. Moving on to the second biggest piece, which attaches to the left side of the body. Again, the magnetic fit makes assembly very easy and hard to screw up. The last skirt piece magnetically connects to the hole in the front, and there we have it. Moving on to the hands, we're going to start with the right hand. So again, the magnetic design is pretty straightforward. Just make sure you're connecting the pieces at the right angle, or else you might end up damaging the paint. The left hand is attached with a double-bladed lightsaber, and I'd say be careful when handling it because it seems to be very fragile. Once again, you want to make sure you're holding it at the right angle. It will magnetically lock in place. And voila, we're 90% done. Last but not least, we have the swappable heads. As you can see, on my right, we have the short-horned wry face portrait, and on my left, we have the long-horned angry face. I'm gonna first put on the short-horned portrait, just because I can. And this pretty much wraps up the assembly of the statue. Now that we're done, let me show you some close-ups of this beautiful piece. so I guess it goes without saying that the statue is amazing. The details from the portrait, to the body tattoo, to the double-bladed lightsaber, to the robot legs, and to Palpatine's head on the base are just beautiful. I'm super happy with how the statue was made, and I was really glad that I picked it up. Like I said earlier, this is my very first Mythos statue. I tried to get my hands on the previous Mythos statues, but my financial situation didn't allow me to, so I was really excited when I saw the release of the statue. I'd say this is definitely one of those statues that you don't want to miss out on. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed and would like to see more of my videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Just FYI, know that I have also pre-ordered the Mythos Obi-Wan statue, so I will also do a video about that. Lastly, I want to announce that I will be dropping another video soon. At this point, I haven't decided whether to do it in English or Mandarin. I'd appreciate it if you can help me decide by leaving a comment below. Thank you all again for watching. Till next time.